Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And don't take small boys. It's good to have you back on the podcast where Nigerians discussing football as usual. I have Totti and Aji. How on a day, man?
Good to be back.
Totti, I think say no go show today. You don't make fun of my Manchester United tire. Waiting you talk yesterday, make you talk I'm on air.
Oh no. Dude, I you know what? I hold my hand up. I was thinking it was going to be a bloodbath and Liverpool was going to, destroy Man United as usual. They won last season a total of 9-0. Home and away, they beat you guys. But you guys pulled it out of a rabbit out of the hat and did it. So I must
Aji,
confess, I give you props for that.
Aji, you have sent me a jersey where they don't cancel the United City.
Please, please. When you call my name, call it with respect, okay?
Well,
We are league leaders.
yeah,
The
and I see you celebrating with your new jersey, so that's
the,
good.
the incoming Premier League champions. We are
Okay,
incoming.
I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon, but
Definitely.
we'll see how time goes. But boys, let's spend the next few minutes breaking down the United game. I know it came as a shock to you people. It came as a shock to me, and I'm sure it came as a shock to most Manchester United fans that they could perform the way they did. What do you think made the difference compared to the slaughter that United received from Brentford? What made the difference? Totti, do you want to go first?
I would say two things made the difference. One, Liverpool is poor and are missing some key figures in the midfield. The midfield was paperweight today with what's his name? Is
Henderson,
it Davis, a young guy, or what have you? And then
Elliot.
Henderson and Elliot, Harvey Elliot. That's one. And then two, give it to Man U props. They played well. The strike force, to me, the key was the front three were machines. They in fact, they reminded me of the front three of Liverpool from back in the day. Energetic from front to back, pressing, always on the run, and causing them a lot of uncharacteristic errors from even Man U not clearing their from Liverpool not clearing their lines and so I would say those two factors. If it was a full strength Liverpool, I don't think you would win, but definitely the good parts of it was that Man U really changed things up, got rid of got a more energetic front line, and even personnel changes down the line worked for them. Let me put it that way.
Okay, nice summary. Aji, what do you think worked for Man United? What didn't work for Liverpool?
Yeah, for me, I think that, I think for Man U, I think we are trying to realize the fact that, Cristiano Ronaldo is a world-class player, he's a legend of the game, Ballon d'Or multiple times. But the thing is, in modern day football, you can't afford to play 10 against 11. When Ronaldo plays, Man U scores goals, but also Man U concedes goals when he plays. That's the simple truth. Today, you can see, the lineup that the coach used. It make more practical sense because Liverpool is a high-tempo team. They pass the ball and they run. See, Ronaldo can't keep up for 90 minutes because of age. Of course, he's fit, but age is slower and he tries to conserve energy for goal scoring as opposed to energy for defense. So I think primarily once I saw the lineup and Ronaldo was on the bench, I knew that Man U had a shot at winning. And of course, who scored? Rashford, Sancho. You can say that if Ronaldo had played, one of those guys wouldn't have started. And of course, you also lose their defensive contributions. Because I rarely see Ronaldo in the box 18 of Man U. I rarely see him there.
Yeah.
Enough time to see Rashford, Sancho all tracking back to help defensively. That is one thing. The other thing is this. Mane scored 90 goals in, I think, over 190 appearances for Liverpool. That means every other game he played, he scores. And Liverpool would miss Mane. His goals are irreplaceable. Luis Diaz, all these
It's
other
not
boys,
money.
they're starters. So Liverpool's already struggling. 2 points, how many points do they have? 3 games.
Yeah.
I can
My
put
has
for
even topped them. Sure, you know.
exact. I can say
My
I
is
can
up.
say
Are they winning the league? Because one of you predicted. Was it Totti that was saying that? And I
I
told you
said it.
that.
I said it.
Yeah, you said it in the first podcast. If you haven't watched that podcast, go back. It's a few weeks old. Totti predicted, as usual, it's usually wrong. But I told him that Man City, you can't count out Man City. And that was after the Charity Shield, you know, the whole recency bias. But you guys have excellent points, you know. I definitely don't disagree. A few comments and questions for you guys. So, is the Ronaldo effect, Najee, maybe this will go to you, is the Ronaldo effect just that doesn't press, or is it just him being on the field? Because I felt Rashford, you know, Sancho, they had this freedom to play, you know. Is it just that he doesn't press? Because those guys don't defend like that, you know. Is it more than he's not defending?
I feel like soccer it's a team sport. So to be successful, you need players that are also friends, that have a chemistry beyond the field. All these boys, Ronaldo is a god, whether you like it or not. He's won everything they dream of winning in their whole lives. So they are not his friend.
Yeah.
They are colleagues. They work together.
He's a mentor.
But I doubt they go to his house for dinner. I doubt it. So that means you lack that basic friendship, which means that if I have the ball, oh, Rashford is my guy. Where is Rashford? I'm looking for him, right?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to pass him backwards. So that basic underlying team, connections is lacking. That's one thing. Of course, you now see him on the pitch. They watch the highlights. These guys have staff, personal staff that break down the games after each game for them. They watch the highlights. You can see each person's contributions on the field of play. And you can see that Ronaldo doesn't contribute defensively. So as a guy on that team, you're thinking you get paid 500k a week to do what exactly?
Yeah.
So underlying, there might be some beef that's unspoken because you can't speak against Ronaldo. You get into trouble.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might not like the guy, but you keep your peace.
Yeah.
So I feel like that basic connection is lacking with Ronaldo on the pitch. And when he's off the pitch, the other guys are able to express themselves. And they also want to justify why they should start. So they want to win that game when he's off the pitch. So it's a lot of underlying things that are ongoing. It's like Arsenal doing away with Oba.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It wasn't this bad with Oba, you know what I mean? But at that point, it was obvious that the team was going in a different direction.
Yeah.
And Oba was too big for everybody else.
So Totti
coach had to just decide what next.
Yeah. So Totti, are Ronaldo's numbers? Do you see him? The transfer window is almost coming to a close. What do you think?
I think his impact in Man United, unfortunately, will be limited because if Ten Hag is smart, he will use him. The best role for Ronaldo is more of a super sub. Basically, the role Cavani was playing back in the day, and which Ronaldo's ego and his his trademark, his brand will not accept to be demoted to that role.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can get a team that will suit him, because the truth is no team can afford Ronaldo in world football now.
Yeah. He has to take a
No
pay cut.
team, without a pay cut at his current salary and taking a pay cut, being potentially one of the GOATs, will he? So I think it's a conundrum for Man U. It might be ultimately they may have to, if they don't want to demote him to that level of super sub, and he does not want to accept that, they may have to terminate his contract, because I don't see any way other than that.
Or he goes somewhere and they pay part of his salary,
Or something
heavily
like that. That's
subsidized.
another piece.
Yeah.
They pay half. Another team gets him and agrees to pay half, or even. But how many teams can pay half? I mean, £250. Very few players in the Premier League are even on £250 a week.
Yeah.
Not to talk of world football.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. So go ahead, Ajay.
Add this real quick. I feel like the coach has to be careful with Ronaldo because he's bigger than everybody else, even the coach himself. Which means that you want to choose the teams that he will start against. The teams that have poor midfield, that is weak, that you don't need him to track back. Those games he will start.
Yeah.
The teams that are a bit stronger will start from the bench.
Liverpool,
I'll find balancing, because again, you can't make him a bench guy.
Yeah.
He will cause trouble, he will want to leave.
Okay.
He will speak up, his guys will speak up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To affect team chemistry.
Yeah. And he's a drama guy, so if he speaks up, he distracts from the whole flow. But Ronaldo was not the only person who didn't start today. Another big name missing in the back, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. I don't think Shaw is injured, but he didn't start. Maciala started. Martinez played. Martinez received a lot of flack last week because of Brentford being small, 5'9". Everybody was attacking him. Do you think that made a difference, Ajay?
Well, for me, I think it was about pace. You know what I mean? Luke Shaw, Maguire, they are like, more experienced players. Of course, they are depth. You need that depth in the team. But Martinez today was my man of the match.
Oh, really?
Without him, I think that game might have been a loss.
Yeah.
Because then, if that goal that this guy, Fernando, what's his name again?
The own goal you almost called.
Bruno, it wasn't Martinez. It's a goal.
Fernandez now.
Exactly.
Fernandez.
Yeah, Fernandez. Once that goes to the net, the tempo will change. It can go either way.
Yeah.
So I feel like Martinez being in the pitch on the game actually made a whole lot of difference. And I think it's a function of the coach trying to send the message. The first two games were not very, very impressive. Guys, if you don't show up and put your body on the line, you won't start.
Yeah.
And if you don't bench the big boys, people won't sit up.
Yeah.
If Maguire bench, Luke Shaw is the best. Everybody else is like, what? Ronaldo's on the bench.
Yeah.
Everybody else will wake up.
Yeah.
So and now they won. So it's a clear-cut message that if you're on the pitch and you're not throwing your body on the floor, and you're standing on your feet for 90 minutes, I'm not contributing anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think man of the match, we can give it to Martinez.
Yeah.
I think Bruno Fernandes was, had a very excellent game, and I think he was part of the difference makers because he was from defense to attack. Like in that game, you saw him, even though he almost scored an own goal, he was in the box 18 doing the dirty work and also creating for the. I'm not sure if he had the 2 assists or one of them, but I know he had one of the assists. So I think, by and large, the defense of Man U was definitely solid. Good that guy, Maciala, or what's his name, on the left, had a very good full debut. He kept Salah in his pocket and quiet most of the game. And then for Martinez, you can give him props. I would want to see more from him against bigger defenders because Liverpool is not a tall team. They don't threaten aerially so much. So it maybe has been an easier game for him. But it's too early to give him props.
Okay, so let's round this up, guys. Excellent thoughts. Big signing, Casemiro. Makes sense or doesn't make sense?
Anybody will make sense in Man U now. Any signing will make sense.
I think it makes sense though, because their Achilles heel has been that defensive midfield, that last man before the defense. You talked about Maguire not being mobile, Shaw, they haven't found that partnership like Rio Ferdinand. That was that the Bosnian guy that was Rio Ferdinand. Vidic, yeah, they haven't found that partnership. That they're mixing and matching, trying to figure out, reproduce that partnership. But having Casemiro, I know they're paying a lot for him. For him, he has won everything, so now it's time to go and make retirement money. But if he's focused and not playing like a retired person, I think he'll be a good addition to the team. I think he's going to shore up that midfield a lot. And I want to see how they partner, who they play him with. Would they play with McTominay, then play, maybe Fernandez up front as a 10? Who knows? What do you guys think?
So the thing is, for Misha, if I look at the age of United back four today, I think Varane is the oldest at 29. Martinez, Tyrell, Malacia, Dalot, 23 to 24, which means that in today's game, you need pace. You need to get up and move.
But you also need an experienced person there, so maybe there's a good balance to teach them.
That's why Varane started to scream at them, position. But again, they need those young kids.
Yeah.
They can get, they can move, and they are also hungry.
Yeah.
Casemiro is experienced, like you said, he's won everything. Does he have that hunger? I really doubt it. Will he die there? I really doubt it. And he's older, he's also slower.
He's 30, it's not that he's like...
I'm just saying, but again, 30 and 23 years.
Koulibaly is 29, 30. Koulibaly is 31.
You see what happened?
Defender doesn't go front to back like that now.
No. Koulibaly. You saw what happened to him yesterday?
Yeah, the
Couldn't
pace,
run.
the pace was,
Couldn't
the pace
run.
was, they almost used
Couldn't
pace
run.
killer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That pace told him. So he pulled the guy's shirt, collect the red card.
Yeah. Anyway.
Koulibaly at 23. And I feel like, okay, let's go on. You understand? I'm supposed to let's push it.
Yeah, excellent points. So let's round this up. So I know Mr. Recency bias. Where is Manchester United finishing this season?
You guys are still not getting to Europe. That one.
So not top six. So even European conference. We know.
Seventh is your ceiling.
Aji, where is Manchester United finishing this season?
I feel like the top six will be the top six, like the big six. I don't see anybody cracking that top six, even Leicester City. So I feel like Man U will make Europe, for sure. Because again, I feel like Liverpool will fall off. Liverpool might end up being third or fourth because they won't replace Mane's goals.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I see your point.
There was a cartoon they put for Liverpool. You don't know what is gone. You have till it's gone. And they put Mane. Did you see it?
But it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I feel like Man U will make top four. I feel like they will make top four.
Okay.
Top four.
Yeah.
Aji, chop his money. Chop his money.
On the side.
Okay.
I'm available on the side.
Okay.
On the side.
Excellent breakdown, boys.
I got a driving ticket today, so I need funds to pay that.
Excellent breakdown, boys. Good discussion. We'll see you another time.